right, the idea is you have 5 on don't pass. You have double that on everything on the come out. Then you get rid of it, you drop it down to 1 on just the outside, add a don't come. Alright, so we 7'd out, that's okay. We're gonna wait for the next shooter to 7 out. Alright, there's a 7, we'll try it again. Alright, you're only gonna keep that second bet up for 1 round, so now it's break even with a little profit and you could win more. Of course, I always get knocked out. I don't know how that happens. Just targets it every single time. This is the biggest risk part. If you 7 here, it's over. Well, it's not over, but it's the most loss. But you can make it up pretty quickly. And just keep rolling until it 7's out. Okay, next shooter. Okay, that wasn't a 7 out. You need to go after the shooter 7's out. The idea that double 7s or triple or quadruple 7s aren't that common, but you can get hit 3 times and not have to level up and get back to even pretty easily. Like hit on the maximum roll losses. And if you, oops, that was a 7 out shooter. But if you do want to ladder up, you can get back really quickly. Just make sure you ladder up very slowly, because if you ladder up fast, you will lose it fast and you won't have a chance to get back in it. Okay, so this is a 1-to-1 ratio. You hit it once, you drop in half for the outside bets and the don't come. All right, so I lost all that. That sucks, but whatever. Let's try it again. You're still mitigating against a lot of your losses from that first hit. And that's just an extra bonus amount, just an extra $7. Now, just wanted to 7 out, which is in our favor. And there we go. We hit it twice. All right, so we're at 111, but we're risking 70 on the main rolls right here. If you get 3 in a row, it really sucks. And it can happen. I've had 5 or 6 7s in a row. That sucks. Okay, so that was the second roll. We lost the don't pass. I can't clear it because these are place bets that are on, so I got to let it go, and then I'll clear it and just let this shooter finish out. Okay, and they 7'd out. I mean, even when we lose a bunch, we're still, as long as we hit this first one here, and we get a point established, then we really mitigate most of our losses. It's extra bonus money. Okay, I'm just gonna keep playing till this shooter 7's out. And if you're on a table, you're sitting there doing nothing for a long time and everyone's winning a shitload and you're like, oh man, FOMO. but I don't know. For some reason, I don't feel FOMO in this game. Probably because I've lost the last few times I played it. Well, not last time, but the few times before that. Okay, so we 7'd out. And one of the reasons I wait for a 7 out too to get back in is that means we have to have double sevens. Like the odds of double sevens, I mean, are less common than just a single 7 randomly. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter because statistics are long term, but so like even when we 7'd out there, we're pretty much broke even because we got these two covered by this. These two were probably covered by that first win, and then this one was really the only loss. So we're only down $5. I think. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. That was 128 we're starting with. All right, so that was like the perfect roll. So we went from 128 to 166 in one roll where everything went well. So it's pretty good. $40, right? So, and the biggest loss that we could take at any given time is 65. So one perfect roll almost makes up for like the biggest loss. And we don't usually lose this that often. Unless I talk about it, then it'll happen right after. And the goal is $300. And then walk away and reset like emotionally, because emotionally one of the things you'll want to do is start risking more or laddering earlier. And from doing this for oops, I forgot to take that off. Doing this a lot, like it just makes you lose faster. All right. Ah, damn, I can't clear it. For some reason, whenever I 7 out or whenever I 11, the next one's always a 7. I don't know why. Don't know why. Oh, okay. This time it wasn't, but it just seems a pattern that I've noticed. Okay, I mean, we haven't really had to ladder up or do anything here, so that's good. But when you get like 4 or 5 of these major losses in a row, so I'm at 200. So if I get back down to 10K here, I mean, 10 was the starting, right? So if I get back to 10, I'd probably be laddering up. Because I mean, I would be playing with $400 or $500 anyways, maybe 600 that I can dip into to ladder up. And if I lose 4 or 5 in a row, you could still lose, obviously, but if you win the next few, if you start laddering and you win the next few, you can come back really quickly. But don't ladder up too early. Make sure you lose a shitload before you start laddering up, because with my experimentation, if I ladder up too early, it's just get demoralized, start losing quickly. Oops. I can't clear these off, unfortunately. I gotta let it. All right, so we lost that. But I mean, we're only down the 142, right? So what were we at? 200 before. So we're making our way back. Oops. So we're only down $30 again, like half less than half of what we lost in like 2 rolls, and one of them wasn't even a very good roll. Okay, now we lost that. That sucks. Yeah, that was a shit roll, but I mean, we still didn't lose a lot because we're mitigating it with that first win. All right, this one finally hit both two of them and that. I mean, man, two big losses and was it two losses and four. So it takes two rolls at the same level, maybe like three rolls to get back, if as long as you don't lose them. It's pretty decent. Ah, shit, of course. Okay, haven't really laddered up yet because we've been at profit the whole time, but so we lost three times and we won like, I don't know, five or six times. I don't know, something like that. And we're only down one loss now from original to 65 ish, a little more than a loss. We haven't laddered up or done anything like that yet. It's not letting me clear those. There we go. Okay, screw that. This one has a shit shooter. And it's better if on the point gets established, it hits a four, obviously 4, 5, 9, or 10 on the come out or on the next roll too, because they pay a lot more. So if you're hitting sixes and eights, which are common, we're not going to come back as fast. But if we were hitting 4 and 10s on the come out, I mean it pays double. So it's paying, you know, $10 is I'm sorry, it's paying $20 on our 10 that's sitting there. And if it hit it sit twice, that's another $10. So it's $30 back there if it hits it twice. Okay, we're just waiting this 7 out. Oh, of course. For some reason it always hits the point and then it always hits the don't come every single time. It's so weird. Okay. We haven't laddered up at all yet. And like if this one goes all the way through, we will be really close to break where we were before. Okay. So we're only $10 down from where we were when we lost. I don't know. How many did we lose? 3, 4, 5, something like that. Off the main thing. So now we're basically back at 180, almost at 180 something. And things like pass line, don't pass wins, or don't pass losses, those are all going to even out at the end. I don't even really consider it. Like the main risk is in that first roll. And if you're losing a lot on the first roll, that's when you would want to consider adding up, laddering up. Okay, what am I on now? This. We haven't really had to ladder, and we're almost at 200, which is 2/3 of our way, our goal. Let's say at this level, where 5 is the minimum bet amount. That's I guess why I have 5s here. I don't know. I don't actually know how the craps minimums work. If it's your total bets or each individual bet, but at this amount, I think 300 is a good walking number. At the $1, I think it was like 25 $25 or something like that is a good number to walk at. if you're playing bubble craps. Or, I don't know, $50 or something like that. So, yeah, so like, I don't know how it does it. Like, the 7 is never rolled before on these last 2 bets for some reason. It always hits the number that don't come, and it always hits um, the point. I'm sorry, it hits the point, and it always hits that number, and just knocks it out every single time. I have no idea why. The odds are totally not in the favor to do that, and I don't know if it's just because maybe I'm biased looking at it. I'm only looking at the losses. I don't know. All right, that was another loss. That sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna just do a ladder up real quick. Um, Oops. When I ladder up, I don't. I just ladder up this part. I don't actually ladder up the other piece. Oops. It's because I'm trying to minimize my loss. Although I should probably ladder up all 3 of these. I haven't really thought about that through. Let me think, because I don't ladder up that often. It makes the game long, but it's a much safer game. Okay, so that wasn't a 7 though. So let me get a 7 here. There we go. Of course, yeah. I mean, yeah, of course, it always happens like that. 2 sevens in a row. Let's get another 7 in a row. Come on, why not? And then I don't know. Should I do this? I don't know. I actually haven't. I can't. They're not easily divisible by 2. So stacks of 3 are not. Of course. So hits the point. Now it's going to hit the 9. Oh well, I guess this time it didn't. That's unusual. All right. This is 105. That sucks if we lose it. And we did lose it, right? Yeah, I think so. And I think it's like what I'm doing here is I'm placing these bets and having them working on the come out. Um, that's not like what most people do, but there's no reason statistically not to do that. Otherwise, I'm waiting. Like I just had a 7 roll. I want my bets working. I don't want to wait you know till 2 or 3 sevens roll before, or a 7 then another number. Like I don't know. It doesn't really matter because the dice don't remember. But all right, so this is a decent one. And if these 2 get okay, bam! Look, we're already up and over the 200 again. So would ladder back down. And I would expect when you're playing with you should play with a bankroll where you can ladder to at least level 4 or 5. So I don't know how much that is, 700 bucks, $800, something like that. Um, and expect to lose it. Otherwise, don't play. Or play the bubble craps at $1 because you can do this on $1 and you can win, $50 or something like that. It'll take a while, but you can do it. Oops, I forgot to put the other bet down. Otherwise, we would have been up another 10, $5 or $10 or something like that. But anyways, that's the strategy. All right, testing. Is this video working?